A character called Quinlan Vos was recently mentioned in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. However, that name probably doesn't mean much to you unless you're familiar with some of the expanded Star Wars lore, like me. Hi, I'm Ben and you're watching Batarang to the Butt. Quinlan Vos was a Jedi with a sarcastic sense of humour and a reputation for not playing by the rules. He was also an expert tracker, renowned for his rare Force ability to read memories from objects that people had handled. If you've ever played Jedi Fallen Order, then this might sound familiar. The ability is known as Force Psychopathy, and Cal Kestis also had it. Vos had originally appeared as a blink and you'll miss it background character in The Phantom Menace. No, seriously, that's him, and this is the only scene that he appears in. But the character was given more depth and development in the Dark Horse Star Wars comics, which is where we discovered that he is the master of Jedi Aayla Secura. We also discovered that he and Obi-Wan met when they were Padawans. Vos became quite popular within those comics, so much so that George Lucas intended to use him in Revenge of the Sith, and this animatic was even made where Quinlan Vos died in Order 66, although the scene was ultimately cut, meaning that this death never became canon. However, we do still hear Obi-Wan informing Anakin that Master Vos moved his troops to Boz Pity.
Master Vos has moved his troops to Boz Pity.
The character was given more screen time in the Clone Wars animated series in the episode Hunt for Zero, where he teams up with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Those Dark Horse comics are now considered to be legends, but there was nothing in this episode that would contradict any of the adventures that they had previously had. The creative team behind the show had planned on using Vos once again in a later arc, and they had even begun creating these dope animatics. However, the show was prematurely cancelled, and so the story was adapted into a novel instead, called Star Wars Dark Disciple, which takes place near the end of the Clone Wars. In the story, the Jedi Council sent him on a mission to assassinate Count Dooku, during which Vos fell in love with the assassin Asajj Ventress and was forced to learn the ways of the dark side of the Force. While the mission was ultimately a failure, his bond with Ventress would bring him back into the light. And that brings us full circle. Thanks to his mention in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, we now know that Vos survived the Great Jedi Purge, along with his new lover, Colleen Hentz, and was amongst those the Galactic Empire presumed to have survived, and thus targeted to hunt down. 10 years into the reign of the Empire, Vos assisted a network that resisted the Empire and helped fugitive Jedi and Force sensitives escape to Jabim. And his fate beyond that is still a mystery. I think Vos is a really interesting character with lots of potential, so I genuinely can't wait to see where he turns up next. And there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to leave a like, and if you like learning about Star Wars lore, consider watching one of my other videos. Also like the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more geeky good stuff just like this.